Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Topline. I'm Marti Bledsoe Post, and I'm a working parent just like you with a long to-do list and a pretty short attention span. So each week I've put together an interview with a working parent on the front lines where we just talk for 15 or 20 minutes about how they're getting everything done. This week, my guest is Marfelia Guadarrama, and she is going to talk to us about what it's like to have two kids in elementary school and also try to be working from home. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here, Marfelia.
Hi, Marty. Thank you for inviting me.
Sure thing. So tell us a little bit about your family and work structure right now. How is it all set up for you?
Okay, we are a family of five. I have two elementary school student and one high school, which is my nephew. My husband and I own a small construction company. We build I forgot. We build commercial structures. Okay. And he is right now out there building things.
Is he more busy now or less?
He's less busy. I will tell you that work slowed down because of what's going on. A lot of investors are holding their money. They're either pausing their investments or just completely canceled. So it's less work for him, but we're still trying to hang in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what are you trying to, like, what is your role with him? He goes out and works the construction sites, but you're doing all the office work, is that right?
Yes, I do all the reports for everything, for material, supplies that are needed. We do the budgeting, communicate with our customers, with our employees. It's a lot of things. On top of that, I do a lot of paperwork with, trying to maintain paperwork for payroll, things like that. Mm-hmm. Taxes.
Yeah. So before COVID, did you have an office or were you working from home always?
I've always worked from home since we started this back in 2012.
Okay.
When we got married, we started our company.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to work from home because we had our first child. So mm-hmm. That's how I was being a mom and working from home, because I'm the person that didn't like my other people to take care of my babies. Like, yeah. Maybe I was overprotective. I don't know.
Well, we all make a different choice at the time, and so you basically got to have the boys home and do all that paperwork and electronic work mm-hmm. while they were little.
Yeah.
Yes.
But back then, I used to have help from my mother. She used to help me with the kids while I was like sitting in the office and.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I used to have some help. Now I'm by myself.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're older and they're home and yeah.
More active.
Yeah.
When I go out there, play. And I'm scared to let them out there. I'm just by themselves.
Yeah.
To me, they're not old enough to be wandering around by themselves.
Right. Tell me the boys' ages.
Lionel is 6 and Antonio is 7. So they're like right after each other.
Right. So how, other than you decided to work from home after they were born, how do you feel like they've impacted your work life, your career over all this time?
A lot, definitely, because I have to hold myself on doing things because I have to care for them. Mm-hmm. There was a time where I had to put him in daycare because I just couldn't do it. And I really had a hard time knowing that they were in daycare because, you always wonder, like, what are they doing? Are they being taken care of? Like, I take care of them, but they can never be taken care of at daycare like a mother takes care of them.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree. That can be a really hard feeling to drop them off. What is one tip that you would give other working parents right now who are trying to do what you've actually had a lot more experience than some of us with working from home and having your kids home? What are some things you've learned or would tell as a tip?
Well, definitely organization.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, since the kids are bigger, they need more attention than when they're like babies. Like when they're babies, they go to sleep, they give you time to do your things. But right now, you have to put more attention to them and be with them, sit down with them. And so to me, organization is like do your thing first, get everything done before you have to sit down with your kids and teach them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. Like I get up extra early.
What time do you get up?
Yeah, I have to stretch my day out, make it longer.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if I make it as it was before, then I don't have time for very many things.
Right. What time do you get up?
At 5.
Okay.
At 5. Yeah.
So you're up and working before they're up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to get suppliers,
Mm-hmm.
call suppliers to make sure materials are at the job site. My husband has to call around the employees to make sure that they get there on time. We get calls from builders at 6 a.m. Where's your people?
Mm-hmm.
Where's your supplies?
Mm-hmm.
So at 5 o'clock, we both get up at 5 o'clock and start working.
Oh my gosh. And right now, your boys are going to school hybrid, right?
Yes.
So on a day they go to school, are you still up that early and already working before you get on the bus?
The days they go to school, I have maybe an extra 2 hours of sleep. I wake up at 7.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You gotta have a way to get some of that sleep back.
Yeah. Well, since I was little, I've always been taught that 4 hours is enough of sleep. I was like, no, not for me.
No.
Not for me. Like, what are you talking about? My parents have always been really strict on the sleeping habits. And I think I got that from being little. I always sleeping 8 hours, but now that I'm an adult, maybe 5 hours should be enough. Sometimes it's not because there's so much burden that you carry, especially right now that what's going on.
Yeah.
Kids are getting bigger. They need more things. You have to really pay attention to them. They're on screens, their tablets.
Yeah.
You have to really pay attention to what they're doing with their tablets. I have found them doing or watching things that they're not supposed to. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No, like you're not supposed to be watching this. Like put it on the security or the kids YouTube, and then they downloaded the regular YouTube. I know.
Yeah. I find the same thing. YouTube is kind of a wild, wild west. They can get into anything in there.
Yeah.
And it worries me. So you talked about the burden that we're carrying, and I agree with you. What are you doing for yourself to just recharge? How are you releasing stress? Like, what do you like to do for yourself?
Well, when I feel like I need, like my head is gonna blow, I just cannot get in my room and close the curtains and listen to meditation music, and I recharge. Maybe have to sleep my maybe 15 minutes, close my eyes and sleep, put my timer on. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I have to sleep longer than 15 minutes, but meditation is really what I use to calm me down. I do get a lot of anxiety as well. Mm-hmm. So that helps with my nerves.
Yeah. That's awesome. Were you meditating before COVID, or is this a new thing?
This is a new thing. I had to find myself that I had to do this because it really becomes too much already.
Yeah. And that's actually, so every single interview I've had so far, we've talked about that feeling of like, it gets heavy and it gets too much. Is there anything that you've let go of caring about since all this started? Like you just aren't worrying about it anymore?
Hmm, maybe the house. I have not been taking care of my house or myself. I'm the person that used to go every 2 weeks to getting my nails done, my manicure, my pedicure. I used to dye my hair, and now like just simple,
Mm-hmm.
natural, because I don't have time to go into the salon to get it all nice and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, so yeah, right now I've been a little careless about me um, in the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I agree with you too on the it's not easy anymore to get to those 2-week appointments or any of that stuff. It's just not easy.
Mm.
And the house, yeah, the house is a big one. What about I never really had a neat house beforehand though, so I can't use that one. But what about like things that you've started as a family that are new traditions that might have come out of this that might be something you want to keep doing or continue? Anything good?
Mm, well, we've been doing a lot of crafting.
Oh yeah? What do you guys make?
Yeah. I'm doing a lot of transforming a few my furniture, making it update. Um, right now, we are doing our kids' room, repainting. So my upstairs area looks a disorder and disaster because moving things around. So I think we're taking like one room at a time, taking our time to do things. I don't know if we're gonna keep doing this as a tradition because it's very it's very frustrating too, and maybe we can just spend a few hours a day trying to get things finished.
Yeah.
Friday night we do movie night,
Oh,
and that's
cool.
my relaxing time. Like, oh yes, movie night. I'm not even paying attention to the movie. I'm just like relaxing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a cool one.
Yeah, that not. I don't know if that will be a tradition or not.
Yeah. So when you think about the conditions you need in your life to be your most creative and your most, highest self, do you feel like you have those conditions right now?
To be the most creative, but no, I don't think I
What
do.
what would that take?
I need to refocus, I think.
Mhm.
Like my head is everywhere right now, and I need to refocus. Um, like kids need to be in school, they're full time for me to be able to grow, not only as a person but as a company. We had to pause a few things on our 2020 resolution because of what happened. This happened in March, right? Started in March.
Yeah.
Um, so there is a lot of things that have been paused on our end.
Mhm.
Until this is over, then we can retake. Uh, we need the kids in school full time and not worry about having to teach them to.
Yeah. Um, if they said tomorrow school's starting full time, would you be worried about them?
Hmm, I would, yes. I yeah.
Yeah.
But it's another thing that if they start full time, that's another thing that you're gonna have in your head.
Mhm.
Like, I hope they're okay. I hope they don't come back with that, the COVID, or with the symptoms. Um, so I think that it's better to just put a pause on your things
Mhm. Mhm.
because their lives are also at risk. Us parents wanting them to go back to school full time, and then at the same time, you know, it's risky.
Mhm. Mhm.
So we have to like meet in the middle.
Right. Right. If you were to design a t-shirt right now for working moms, what would it say?
A t-shirt for working mom.
Yeah.
What would it say? You are the world, because we are. We do too much.
It's true. I like that one. That's true. I really feel like we are holding up, so many things right now and so many other people. What is one thing I didn't ask you that I should ask my next guest? Anything else we should dive into?
I I don't think so. Maybe we cover more than we should have, actually.
Well, no, I mean, I think this was great. I appreciate your tips and your honesty about what it's like in your house to try to run all this stuff and also keep the kids safe at the same time, which is super important. And I'm grateful that you talked about meditation and anxiety, because I think a lot of our listeners can relate to that feeling. And I think it's great that you close the curtains and lie down for a little bit, because
Yeah, I have to do it. Like the daytime, sometimes it has to become nighttime to me, because I need my extra time to reset.
Absolutely. And then you can be what everybody needs you to be, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll be grumpy, like yelling. If my husband comes after a long day at work and hard day at work, and I'm here yelling at him, like, ooh, go lay down. I think you need your nap.
That's awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Bye, Marty.
Bye. Thanks.
Take care.